name's Fatima. I'm coming to you from Richmond, BC, and I'm here to help you build your immune system.
Hey, I am Fred. I am a chef, and I live in North Vancouver, BC.
Hi everyone, my name is John, and I'm a dad to 2 great kids, and I'm in Vancouver.
Hi, my name is Cyrene. I used to live in Vancouver and moved to Toronto for the last 9 years, and we travel back and forth. And now,
hello everyone, thanks for joining us. This is episode 3 of Working from Home. Now we're going to be talking about post-COVID. Hope you guys have enjoyed our series. If you have any comments, comment below. You can also, if you have any questions, again, comment below. We'd love to hear them. So I'm Fatima.
I'm John.
I'm Fred.
I'm Cyrene. Hi.
Thanks for joining in. So how has it, or how do you think it's going to be post-COVID? Do you think are we going to be going back to what it was before COVID, or where everyone goes back to work in a frenzy, or are people actually going to start leaning back and looking to say, hey, what other options are there?
Well, on my side anyway, I believe that first it's going to be quieter at home, but maybe not actually, because my son finished high school this year, so unless he finds a job. But the wife's going to go back to probably her office a few days a week, and I'm still going to work from home, so I'm still going to have the freedom that I was seeking before, and I'm really happy about that. As for is people going to go back to work, I believe people hold to their jobs right now because of the insecurity in the world, but and they are probably going to go back to their 9-to-5 jobs. However, I know of a lot of people who are actually seeking, in the meantime, what's out there in order for them to feel more secure, because who knows what the market will be like out there when the COVID is all over and the vaccine is out and we can hug again. You know, maybe the security of the jobs that they have will be gone. So what's their plan B?
Yeah, excellent. Like, I mean, we don't know how long it's going to take. It could take 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. We still don't know how long it's going to be before we have that vaccine. And like Fred said before, we can actually hug. And now, are those jobs going to be secure for everyone?
You know what? I've had a few friends and people I've been keeping in contact with where their company actually closed down, or businesses have closed down, not just during this time, but for good.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And so, you know, yeah, people are going to be going back to work. There's going to be a transition time where people are going to, you know, kind of ramp back and get back into the groove of things, but not everyone will be able to go back to a job. So that's kind of something that, it's scary. It's scary. And I feel for those people who, some people are lucky to go back, you know, they're working from home, or their company's paying for them while they're off at this time. But again, that's not going to last forever. And so things are going to go back, but I don't think it's going to be the same, because first of all, you're going to have businesses, and whether small or big, that may have downsized or gone out of business. So where are those workers going to go? So I know of a big restaurant that just announced they're going to close, or they are closing. And so, you know, I don't know whether they have 40 staff there. They have nothing to go back to when COVID is over. Right. So that's the scary thing. And
in the restaurant business,
yeah,
it will take a long time for people to feel confident about going back to a restaurant and sitting down next to other people and being served by a waiter.
Yeah.
But imagine
it's talking about having only limited type of seatings. Everything's still
spread
social
out,
distancing, and we don't even know what that's going to look like.
Well, imagine the tourism industry. Like, who would want to go on a cruise right after, with the vaccine or not? I mean,
I didn't want to go before.
Yeah, but
after.
Whether the vaccine is, you know, whether you're pro-vaccine or not, we're not discussing that. But I mean, just to have your confidence of people to go back to, because it's going to be a transition. Like when even if the vaccine's announced, you're not going to have 100% of people going back to going cruising and going on vacation, flying. So that, you know, the airlines as well, you know, they laid off a lot of people, or they fired a lot of people. They had to let go a lot of people. And so those people are not going to be rehired back in the same amount of quantity. So they will rehire some, but how about the others that are not? You know, what are they going to do, especially when they've done this for 20 years, but they're too early to retire? They're too old to find something that is competitive
And
with people, but they're too young to retire.
and right now, a lot of people are counting on our government to help.
Mm-hmm.
And the government, even yesterday or a few days ago, announced new measures to help people, to help businesses, to help. But this is not going to last forever. We cannot rely on our government to pay our bills and to put food on the table forever.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to look at other options.
You know, one thing I've noticed, like out of all of this, one thing that is for sure is healthcare. And because of our healthcare professionals, our heroes, that we have been able to get to where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think they deserve a round of applause.
Yeah, it's not 7 o'clock yet.
We can still do it at 7 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. But, so we know that the medical industry is definitely an area that has flourished. And what we thought once was an essential service, like, you know, we women need to get our hair done. We need to get our nails done. But guess what? It's not an essential service. So that now also teaches us that we can do that ourselves. We can, if we want to maintain our updos, if we want to maintain our looks, we can easily do that ourselves. So that means that whole beauty industry, if you look at it, is almost non-existent.
Right.
Now you can't get makeup artists to come and do your makeup because, well, there's too close proximity. So what I have noticed is, you know, any way that you can boost your immune system, that's going to be a strong indicator as to how people are moving forward, is ways to help people boost their immune system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And also having,
like eating well. People are posting it everywhere on the social media right now, how they are cooking, not only as a family, they are cooking healthier meals than they used to. So in the future, maybe those people are going to keep doing that to the detriment of the restaurant business.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Well, I noticed one other thing is that, you know, definitely, you know, having a garden in the backyard is that I've been doing my own yard work. You know, normally people would hire landscapers or carpenters to keep the upkeep of their home. And so now they've had, you know, weeks and months of being able to, you know, go out there and try it. They may have never done it before, but they had to force themselves. So I think during this social isolation period, people went out of their comfort zone to do things that they normally would not do. And so that, you know, they're going to almost say, like, why should I pay someone to mow my lawn because I can do it myself? It wasn't so hard in the first place.
Yeah.
So, you know, you just taking something away from someone that needed it. And so now when people go back to work, there's not that much coming up in the first place. And now it's kind of one less, right? And I understand it's kind of hard because I love to go to restaurants to eat. I love to go and, you know, do things, but you know, you're taking away a little bit from what you normally did because you can find that you don't really need it.
yeah,
That you can do it yourself.
I want to grow my own herbs, you know, because I don't want to be standing at a grocery store lineup still.
Mm-hmm.
And I would feel comfortable knowing what I put into the soil and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
There would be no GMOs. There would be no toxins or anything like that, or chemicals that would interfere with my health. And that's really important to me moving forward.
And I feel like a lot of people have learned to maintain and even strengthen their immune system during this COVID-19.
yeah.
And they are going to do exactly that, have their garden and grow their own vegetables, grow their own herbs. And
Yeah, they'll have better choices because they can be more aware of what they're buying as well.
For
you know,
sure.
they're gonna make smarter choices when they go out and purchase things. And it may even be, you know, because we're limiting how many times we go out to buy things. I mean, that's going to be an effect too. You know, people might cut down on the number of trips they go out to Costco or you know, a supermarket. So that's going to affect the store.
For sure. And I know, like, for myself, like, I know, like, you know, once this lockdown has been lifted, I don't want to be going out there right away with the masses because you know, a lot of people have not been tested, and a lot of people have not even, they're probably still carriers and they don't realize it, right? So until it's fully, completely under control, which will take at least a minimum 2 years before we see anything go back to normal, you know, we do have to look at other ways to have our new norm.
Mm-hmm.
So this may even continue to be your new norm.
Yeah.
It may be. And it's like the hairdresser, right? I haven't had a haircut for a while. And normally never get them that long. But a lot of people, and I've seen it on Facebook, a lot of people have their boyfriend or girlfriend cutting their hair or dyeing them, and maybe that's the way people will continue to do that. Right? Because you save quite a lot of money.
Cut his hair just a couple of days ago. He just
Did you? There you go.
Well, you know, I've actually I've been cutting my hair just because, you know, I haven't been able to go in for a hairdresser, or I've been coloring my own hair for quite some time, just because I don't want to be spending, you know, money every 2 weeks on dyeing my hair black when I've got gray hair. So, I mean, you've got people like me who've already transitioned, and I think it's okay.
But you know what? That adds up. Cutting, going to the hairdresser could be what, $60 to $80.
Yeah.
And doing your nails, another $70.
Christ, is that how much you pay?
Yes.
How much money are you going to save over time?
We're like $15.
Yeah, $15 on top.
I've got really long hair, guys.
Hey, Fred and I can do it for $15.
Yeah, I'll do it for you for 10.
That's okay.
When this is over.
That's okay. I like my hair. I'll do my own hair.
One thing I wanted to add to what John was saying earlier about security, job securities, in the corporate world, they always look for ways to cut back over the year, and that's a fact. So now going forward with post-COVID, they're going to see what worked and what didn't work over time. Okay, well, we don't need rent, pay too much rent. We know that people can work from home, and the benefits, well, they can cut them here and there, and less travel, and they're going to monitor people like, hey, were they productive or were they not? And they're going to also probably cut down on their staff members, and that's unfortunate, right? And then everyone that's out there that doesn't have a job, you're competing with everyone else.
Right.
So unless you have experience or what makes you better than everyone else, you're in this competitive lifestyle again.
That's stressful.
It's very stressful. Do you want to do that? Do you want to go into a stressful environment again?
And plus, just think about it. Hasn't the roads been awesome? Like, there's nobody on the road. Just imagine
the
traffic.
sky is so blue.
No, just think of rush hour now. You know, I haven't dealt with rush hour for a long time because I'm not rushing to go anywhere. But
no, me neither.
That is stressful. I mean, I know people who take, you know, sometimes an hour or two just to get to work and an hour or two to get home. So that cuts off 2 to 4 hours a day.
I mean, I love the price of the fuel right now as well.
Oh yeah.
You know, don't get me wrong. I filled my car up last summer at $1.82 a liter, and last week I did 85 cents a liter. So,
well, that's something to see. Well, how fast the gas price is going to hop back up.
It's going to go back up as soon as the cars go back on.
Can you imagine working from the beach or from a nice park or just peaceful environment? Doing your thing?
That would be phenomenal. Like, I mean, I'm already loving it. So now what if there was something out there that could give you that, you know, flexibility, that could give you that time with your family, that could give you that stability without having to leave your own home? Would you want to know what that is?
I do.
A lot of people are looking at options right now.
And the thing is, it's the right time now before everything is over to start looking at something on the side. So you give yourself some time to learn, to build a small income in order to be in control and decide, hey, am I going back to a stressful job at the airport like you, Fatima, or am I working from home?
Hell no. Hell no.
You know, and it's like me, am I, you know, if I would go back to a chef job, would I or not? Because You know, being a chef, an executive chef of a big restaurant, is not only demanding, it's stressful. You don't sleep well. You constantly, with our phones now, there's no days off.
Well, just think of it as maybe work would just be for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you go to your day job because you already have something that is also supplementing your income, but you're working because you actually have fun and you love, you know, still continue to see people. You're seeing your colleagues and so forth. So that's just more for fun. So your intentions and your mindset going to work is not for the money, right? I mean, the money is part of it, but it's not only the money, because you know you're there just to kind of keep yourself active and so forth. So you're having fun going to work because you know that your family and yourself are taken care of in other ways that you're in control of.
That's right. Yeah.
I can't work in a closed environment anymore. It just, it's not good for my mind, body, or soul. I just have to make sure that I'm in a safe environment where I can control the time that I need to put in and be flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if you were to actually able to be closer to achieving your dreams? Is that something that would be of interest to you? Or even being able to spend more time with your family without feeling guilty? What about being able to, you know, cook for yourself and create in the kitchen like Chef Fred? Or what about even, you know, being able to garden like John and myself and Cyrene and also Fred? We all like gardening now.
Yeah, we do.
we do now.
But now, can you do all of that? Now, what about if you could, like Cyrene said, be in, you know, a place of peace, a place of serenity, be on the beach? Could you do that? What if we had something that we could show you how you could actually have that happen to you? If you're interested in knowing how to find out how you can have, you know, that extra income that will allow you to work from home, that will allow you to spend time with your family, that will allow you to make your dreams come true, that will allow you to be in a place of serenity or be at the beach while doing what you love. If you want to find out, message one of us and we will gladly help you out. Again, drop it in the comments and we will get back to you. If you have any questions or anything, please let us know. Drop it in the comments and we will definitely get back to you. And like we said earlier, every Tuesdays we have an open house, which everyone is more than welcome to join. That will be on Zoom. The link will be below. As well as on Thursdays, we will be live on Facebook with continued conversations, and that you can join us on live. So if you have any questions, comment below. We look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.
Bye.